Hi, I am Elizabeth Ferrall. I am a space clearing soul coach. This month at the Lynn Academy, we are talking about this card, Flowing River. When I look at this card, I see a river with, the rocks in the foreground creating that lovely burbling sound. And then I see the sun reflected on the wide path of the river behind it. There's a feeling of movement with this. There's the feeling of tranquility. I know that those burbling rocks are creating like that really cheerful chattering sound, and that there's a sound and a power and a flow to the river itself, but a peace in the setting around it. I know that there's going to be a smell with the way that water is flowing. When I see this card, the invitation is to surrender yourself, to learn to go with the flow, to let the water take you, and to be open to where it's leading you. In a practical sense, I would take this to my home and make sure that my path around the house is clear. One of the ways that I like to do this is I like to take my laundry basket, which when I hold it, it just about lets it lets me go through the doorway without brushing my knuckles and on the door. And I will walk around my home and make sure that there is space to walk around holding a laundry basket without knocking into anything else, so that I know that my home has a good flow of the energy to it. If you're an altar builder, you are my peeps. I want to say invite the energy of flowing river into your home. One of the ways you can do this is with a small tabletop fountain that will let the water flow and trickle. If you don't have a tabletop fountain, that's fine. On my home altar, I actually like to stretch a piece of cloth or a scarf that's either blue or black, sort of representing water, and I will weave it around the items on my altar, creating that feeling of like almost like a topographical map of the water flowing through my altar to bring the energy of flowing water into my home. Not only so that I can become accustomed to feeling like there's water flowing around me, but to let the energy flow and stir up in my house. Now, if you've been following along with the Lynn Academy, you know that last month we had a card that was very similar. We talked about surrender last month, which was also like encouraging you to relax and release and go with the flow. Now, I feel that by getting these two very similar cards in succession, the invitation is to go deeper. If you've been standing on the bank of that flowing river, listening to the sounds and letting that water rush past you, the invitation is to get in. Now, if the idea of the rocks frightens you a little bit, I need to let you know that as a kid, we kayaked a lot. And we were taught that if you go in the water, you're meant to keep your hands up close to your body, point your feet downstream, and put your head up so that you can use your feet to push off any rocks that you're coming too close to. So if the idea of the rocks in the river give you a little trepidation, pull your hands in close to your body, point your feet downstream, and look to see what is coming your way that you can push yourself off of as it comes until you are at a place to get out of the water. But no, with this flowing river, the invitation is to allow yourself to flow and to go, and just to know that your creator and the element of water are ready to move you to where you want to be or to where you most need to be right now.